We kick off. Now, tomorrow night at the XL Arena, Prizefighter, the heavyweights return to London. Olympic gold medal winner, Audley Harrison. Current British heavyweight champion, Danny Williams. Former British champion, Scott the Hammer Gamma. He's not called Scott the Hammer Gamma, and I want to know why. What other nickname would you give yourself if your name's Gamma, apart from the Hammer? KO artist, well, I'm stretching it there. Scott Belshaw. Unbeaten fighters, Neil Perkins and Danny Hughes. Also, Coleman Barrett and the Fridge. That's Carl Baker. He's called the Fridge because he trains in front of a fridge. He's a big boy, but he can fight, believe it or not, and I like him. It's a simple tournament. Well, nothing simple in boxing. 8 boxers, 7 fights, 1 man left standing, and he walks away with 32 grand, a big cup, and probably plenty of cuts and bruises. Last year, the first tournament was won by Belfast Big Martin Rogan, and I'm delighted to say as the Rocky music fades. Perfect timing. I love that sound, man. Big Martin joins me on the line now. Good evening, Martin.
Good evening, Steve. How are you?
Yeah, fantastic, fella, fantastic. First of all, Martin, you won it last year. You won the first one. There was a few less quid on the table. What's your overriding memory of the Prizefighter tournament that you won?
It was obviously the winning of it, but meeting all the guys was great. You know, meeting new guys in the boxing world, and a lot of guys that wanted to win the same tournament as what I did.
Now, Martin, did you have a special plan for the tournament last year? Because it was the first one. I mean, did you think I've got to start fast and stay fast, or start slow and just try and work on 3 fights, 3 rounds of 3 minutes, 3 times? What was your strategy going into it, big man?
Well, the strategy I had, Steve, put together was very simple. Just go in very fast and work at a very high pace. Because 3 rounds isn't an awful lot, and when you've judges there, you have to be impressive over 3 rounds, and there's no time to hold back, especially when you're in against heavyweights. Anything goes in the heavyweight division. So my plan was to get in and stay fast and focus on just that one fight, which was number 1 against Ali Gavis.
Yep.
And then take it fight after fight rather than think, too far ahead. Just get in and fight as fast as I possibly could and get the decisions.
Now, it's fair to say that it drastically changed your life, didn't it? Not just the money on the night. I mean, you beat Audley Harrison, you beat Matt Skelton in a thriller, you had a controversial first loss to Sam Sexton, but it just transformed, I think it transformed your life. Yeah,
it has, surely, and a lot of thanks to Barry Hearn and Matt Sherman, for giving me that chance to go and show myself. And it did open a lot of doors. First of all, the Audley Harrison fight, the likes of a great British boxer like Audley Harrison, Olympic gold medalist. I watched Audley for years, and it's just a dream to get in the ring with him to fight, and that's just the kind of doors that it opened right away. And as you say, Matt Skelton and then Sam Sexton, the Commonwealth champion, and that's the kind of avenue that it brings you down.
Now, Martin, if you're a gambling man, who would you be putting your tenner on tomorrow night? Are you going to go with the safe bet? People think Audley, or is there a little secret there for you?
No, the two top men are Audley Harrison and Danny Williams. I like Danny Hughes. I think Danny Hughes has got a lot of skill. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Belshaw, obviously from back home.
Yeah.
He's in there. But as the Audley Harrison with the Olympic gold medalist, the amateur style.
Yeah.
Of 3 rounds would probably suit Audley, but I still find it hard to go past one of the best fighters that I see is Danny Williams.
Yeah,
he's
so do I.
Such a great fighter, and he's so much power, and he believes in himself. And just watched him on the net there just last night. I think Danny's going to be the one that they're all going to have to try and beat, to be honest.
And also, remember, Danny's entered this knowing if he loses at any point, he'll also be stripped of his British heavyweight title. So he's the one who's taken the risk. Now, what about you, Martin? You're meant to be fighting next Friday. That fell through. It's the rematch and revenge, hopefully, for you against Sam Sexton. Tell us about when that fight's been repositioned.
Well, it's been repositioned now, Steve, till the 6th of November. Unfortunately, I picked up an injury. Like a lot of sportsmen do, but it's been rescheduled now for 6th of November, and apparently I think now it's sold out. There's 5 weeks to go.
Yes,
it's
sold out.
Revenge, maybe it's too strong of a word, but we're in there to boxing, and at the minute Sam holds the Commonwealth title, which he took from me, and a controversial ending. But at the same token, I'm getting there to take it back.
Yeah,
You know,
and that's what you've got to do. I've got a text coming, an email coming here, because I have listeners, even though I'm in London, this show's in London, my listeners all over. A guy called Doug from Sligo, who came over and introduced himself to me last week when I was at the Bernard Dunn fight. Less said about that, the better, out in Dublin. He wants to know, a question for Big Marty Rogan. If you get past, or when you get past Sam's section, what route would you like to say? He wants to know, will you stay on the domestic scene, or will you try and move up towards the World Championship, maybe even have a fight in America? That's what Doug in Sligo wants to know. What says you, Marty?
Well, first of all, I'm not looking past the 6th of November. I'll take the 6th of November. But on the same token, I have to, the guy out there is Frank Warren, who's a promoter,
Yeah.
and I don't think there's any, I would like to go to the world scene, but, I think, I've had hard fights, or from last April to now, I haven't had an easy go.
No, that's true.
And I'd like to go. I just fight anybody that's in front of me, but I would like to try and, the domestic scene, I think everybody's entitled to that opportunity behind me to get their opportunity to go forward also. So
that makes sense.
To stay there would be closing doors on other fighters who are also entitled to get that door open for them. So I would like to move on, but as I say, it's really down to my team, and it's really down to Frank Warren Promotions and for the Evans to see where they take me. And with filling halls over here in Belfast.
Yeah, you are filling halls, that's for sure.
Filling halls, and it's only this will be my second heading of a bill. So it's good that I'm actually putting maybe 9,000 people in seats. So maybe it's something that Frank Warren needs to look at.
That is staggering. Listen, Marcel, I'll let you go, but first of all, you're going to come and see me on Tuesday at the Dockers in Belfast?
I certainly am, Steve. I really, really am. It'd be good to see you again. At least I'll see you in real life again.
Yeah, exactly. It's a shameless plug for my live show, that, and who cares? I'll lock the door. I'll do what those old rock and roll DJs used to do. Listen, Marty Rogan, thanks very much there for your thoughts and your feelings, and I'll see you on Tuesday night, as they say in the trade. There's another text here. Steve, who have you got winning Prizefighter tomorrow night? And he says it was good bumping into you at the conference for Carl Froch the other day. That's from Dan and Mike Cotter. Little Tyson from East Side. I think they're from Birmingham as well. Who have I got winning Prizefighter? Oh, it's Audley and Danny can only meet in the final. I've just got a feeling it might be Audley. It might just be Audley. Then it might not be. And from QPR, Steve.